Hello my dear students, welcome to CMI's online classes. In today's class, in this video, for the students of Standard 6, we will study the new chapter from our English grammar, that is chapter 9, the simple tenses. Before we start this chapter, before understanding the simple tenses, at first we will understand what is tense. So, if you open your book and see the first page of this chapter, you will see the warm-up section in which it is written there, fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb given in the brackets. So if you see each sentence there in this exercise, you will see verbs are given there as options. So how to use the different forms of given verbs. Okay, so but we will be able to do this exercise only when we understand the simple tenses and what forms of the verbs, given verbs are used there in this exercise only after understanding the forms of verbs that are used in the simple tenses. So at first we will understand what is tense. Then only we will understand this exercise, how to do this. So at first we will understand what is tense. I have written a very short and simple definition of tense here. What is the definition of tense? Tense is the study of forms of verbs. Tense is the study of forms of verbs. So forms of verbs. If you see, as I have already explained you many times in our previous classes, that each main verb has five forms which we generally know as V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. So we have to understand, we have to study these different forms of verbs. These forms are of main verbs. But we also have to understand the different forms of primary auxiliaries. Okay. Primary auxiliaries, that means a kind of helping verbs. As I have already explained in our previous classes that there are two kinds of helping verbs. One is primary auxiliaries and another is modal auxiliaries. So primary auxiliaries do also have different forms, kinds of primary auxiliaries, and they also are in different groups. They are divided, which further have different forms as they are used in different time of actions. So here we have to understand that verbs show the actions. Verbs show the actions. So verbs क्या दिखाते हैं? काम दिखाते हैं. So actions take place in different times. So काम जो है अलग अलग समय में होता है. In past, present and future. So there are also kinds of what kind of past, what kind of present and what kind of future. So here in these simple tenses we will understand what kind of past action, what kind of present actions and what kinds of future actions are expressed in the simple tenses. तो as I said कि हर एक मेन वर्ब का 5 अलग अलग रूप होते हैं. तो ये 5 अलग अलग रूप जो है ये अलग अलग समय में किस तरीके से काम हुआ है उसको करेक्टली एक्सप्रेस करने के लिए हम ये डिफरेंट forms of verbs use करते हैं by taking the help of primary auxiliaries also. Understood? So today we will understand which forms of verbs are used in simple tenses and how and what kind of actions are expressed in the simple tenses. So to understand what kind of verbs, verb forms are used in the simple tenses to express different time of actions, we have to understand that in simple tenses we use three forms of verbs. Three forms of verbs, that is B1, B2 and B5. Okay, B2 is the base form of the verb, base form or the original form of the verb. Okay, and we also know that base form of the verb is always plural, plural in its original form. Verbs are always plural in their original form. So here we use B1 in simple tenses when the subjects are plural. So if the subjects are singular, what do we use? We use B5 because B5 is the singular form of the verb B1. Understood? B5 is the singular form of the verb. So in simple tenses, in simple present tense, we use either B1 or B5. B1 with plural subject and B5 with singular subject. And B2 is used in simple past tense. Whether the subject is singular or plural, we use B2 in simple past tense. And in simple future tense, we use again B1 with the modal auxiliaries with the helping verb will or shall. Understood? Because when we express the actions of future tense, then we will use will or shall with B1, will or shall with B1 in simple future tense. So before understanding what kind of actions are expressed in the simple tenses, we will first understand that there are further many kinds of tenses that express different actions that take place in different times. So इससे पहले कि हम सिंपल टेंसेस को जान ले, इससे पहले हम जानते हैं कि जो टेंसेस है वो फर्दर कितने टाइप्स के टेंसेस है. So like the one which we have in this chapter is simple tenses, which is further divided into three kinds, that is simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. So these three tenses we are going to understand in this chapter. Simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. So other kinds of tenses, other classification of tenses are number 2, continuous or progressive tenses. Continuous or progressive tenses that we will understand in our coming videos or in the coming chapters, okay, which is again further classified into three kinds, that is present continuous tense, past continuous tense and future continuous tense. So whenever we are going to start this chapter, we will understand which forms of verbs are used there in these tenses. Now the another classification of tense is perfect tenses. Perfect tenses, which is further again divided into three kinds, that is present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. And we will also understand in this tense that which verb forms are used or with the help of which auxiliary verbs we will form perfect tenses. Also in continuous tenses, what auxiliary verbs, which auxiliary verbs are used to frame with which main verbs to make sentences or to write sentences in continuous or progressive tenses. Now the another kinds of tense is perfect continuous tenses. Perfect continuous tenses, which is again further divided into past, present and future, that is present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. And in this chapter, when we come to this chapter, we will also understand that which verb forms, which auxiliary verbs is used with which main verb to frame the sentences in future perfect continuous tenses. In perfect continuous tenses. In perfect continuous tenses. Understood? Which is further divided into present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. Okay, so now we will start the simple present tense. As I told you that we use either B1, B2 or B5 in present, simple present tense, which is further divided into three types, that is simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. So the simple tenses are again divided into three tenses, that is simple. Number one is simple present, number two is simple past, and number three is simple future. Whether they are in simple present, simple past, and simple future, we have to make the use of these three forms of verbs, that are B1, B2 and B5. So see here, सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. तो आज सबसे पहले हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस जानते हैं, जो सिंपल टेंसेस का फर्स्ट क्लासिफिकेशन है. तो द सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस इन इंग्लिश इज यूज्ड टू डिस्क्राइब एन एक्शन दैट ऑकर्स ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस एंड टू स्टेट यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ्स. सो सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में हम कैसे एक्शंस को हम प्रेजेंट करते हैं, वो एक्शंस जो क्या हो, दैट हैपन्स, दैट टेक प्लेस रेगुलरली, हैबिचुअल एक्शंस जो हर एक दिन लगातार होता हो, एवरीडे होता हो, या तो हैबिचुअल एक्शंस हो, या तो टू स्टेट यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ्स, जनरल ट्रूथ्स, ऐसा सच जो सबको पता हो, ऐसा सच को बयां करने के लिए भी हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस का इस्तेमाल करते हैं. Understood? So further we will understand what are the uses of simple present tense. So number one, for repeated or regular actions, जो actions बार बार repeat होता हो, या तो हम रेगुलरली उस actions को परफॉर्म करते हैं एवरीडे लाइफ में, तो ऐसे actions को हम सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. लाइक आई गो टू स्कूल एवरी डे, द ट्रेन लीव्स बाय 10 a.m. Okay, so I go to school every day. So this sentence is in simple present tense. As I told you that the structure of simple present tense is subject plus B1 or B5 plus object. So object, in case we also write, in place of object we can also write rest of the sentence, other words, but the most important thing is subject plus B1 or B5. So simple present tense का sentence structure है subject. If the subject is plural we use B1, if the subject is singular we use B5. After that we use object or the rest of the sentence. Sometimes objects may not be present in sentence. In that place we will use other words or the rest of the sentence to complete the sentence to make it meaningful. So the first action that is expressed by using simple present tense or in simple present tense, that is it is used for repeated or regular actions. जो काम बार बार होता हो, लगातार होता हो, तो ऐसे कामों के लिए भी हम sentences simple present tense पे लिखते हैं. Understood? For facts, जो सच हो at the present time, जो facts present time में सच हो, that is also expressed in simple present tense. Like the president lives in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So at the present, president lives in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. A spider has 8 legs. So like the peacock has colorful feathers. So these are the facts that we know which is correct when we are expressing it at the present time. So the simple present tense express the present actions that are repeated and regular. Okay, and that are also the fact at the time of speaking. Now the simple present tense is also used to express regular habits. For habits means regular habits or habitual actions. Okay, Martha brushes her teeth 3 times a day. So this is brushes is B5. As I told you, we use B1 or B5. Here Martha is singular, so we have used B5. I get up at 8 a.m. on Sundays. So this is the habits. These two sentences express the habits of the subject. Okay, So whenever we use I in simple present tense, we always use B1, because after after the first person singular pronoun I, it always uses the plural verb. Okay. Now the another point to understand the use about the uses of simple present tense is for things that are generally true. The general truth which is known to everyone, like the sun rises in the east. The sun is singular, so rises is B5 singular. Okay. Trees shed their leaves in winter. Trees plural, shed B1 plural. Understood? Now we have to understand the structure of sentences in simple present tense. Simple present tense. We may frame affirmative sentences, negative sentences as well as interrogative sentences in simple present tenses. तो हम simple present tense में affirmative या तो positive sentence भी हम लिख सकते हैं. Okay, and negative sentences. Negative sentences means the sentences that carry no or not or do not. So whenever we are using we are writing negative sentence, we always write sentences with no or not. If it is with the auxiliary verb, always we use like is not, are not, do not, did not, was not. So we see that no or not are always there in negative sentences. So whenever we frame negative sentences in simple present tenses, simple present tense. So how do we frame how do we frame the sentences? What is the sentence structure? Okay, so we will understand it one by one. So structure here. If we write the sentences in simple present tense, and if the sentences are affirmative, that means positive, then what is the sentence structure? It is simply that subject plus B1 or B5 plus rest of the sentence. Base form of the verb means B1 or B5. Actually base form is B1, but B5, though it is used with the same time of action, but only there is the difference in the use of subject. Okay. When the subject change from singular to plural, we have to change this form of verbs also. Okay, so like here, affirmative sentence, positive sentence, birds fly, birds plural, so fly B1. But a mother singular, so loves B5. Okay, he plays football every day, he singular, so plays B5. Now negative sentences that carry no or not. But here, as I told you that we use B1 or B5 in simple present tense, so how do we frame the negative sentences in simple present tense? By adding no or not. So B1 or B5 here in affirmative sentence we use only a negative sentence. In simple present tense we use only B1. But how do we frame negative? How do we use no or not? Before that, we have to use the primary auxiliary verbs, do or does as the main verb, as the helping verbs, to make or to frame sentences in negative sense in simple present tense. Okay. So see, do is B1 and does is B5. Okay. So here we use do or does as the helping verb to frame sentences in negative sense in simple present tense, and we add not after do or does. Like see here, the structure of sentence in negative sentences in simple present tense is subject plus, as I have written, subject plus do or does plus not plus B1 plus rest of the sentence. Like penguins do not fly. Do not. Penguins plural, do B1. So not is the main part of the negative sentence, fly B1. Okay, whenever we use do, does or did, I am not talking only about do or does. Whenever we use do, does or did, do or does are used in present tense and did is used in past tense. But whenever we use the main verbs after do, does, did, that are always V1. Okay. In simple past tense, we will understand this. Like, I do not like to play football. I told you that with I we always use V1. So here V1, not the main part of negative sentence. Like, again V1. Okay. He does not play football. He singular. So does V5 singular, and not the main part of the negative sentence. Without no or not we cannot frame negative sentences. So play V1. Okay. Now see how to make interrogative sentences in simple present tense. So interrogative sentences means question sentences. Okay. So here, as I told you in our previous class also, whenever we frame question sentences with helping verbs, in case of if the sentences are in simple present tense, we use do or does as the helping verbs. Okay. And when we frame question by using helping verbs are used at the beginning of the sentences. So it comes, the helping verbs come before the subject, and subject comes in between the helping verb and main verb. So when we frame interrogative sentences by using helping verbs in simple present tense, again we use do or does as the helping verb. We use did in the interrogative sentences when the sentences are in simple past. Do or does change into did, but the rest of the sentence will remain same. But here we will understand to frame interrogative sentences in simple present tense. So we use do or does. Okay, like structure do or does plus subject plus V1 plus rest of the sentence. Like, do you speak French? So here subject is you. Subject. Here, as I told you, the subject comes in between the helping verb and main verb, and we are framing interrogative sentences in simple present tense. So do verbs will be used as the helping verb. So do, here helping verb, because with you also we use V1 form of the verb. So, V1 of the verbs. The do is the V1 form of the do verbs. Okay. So here it is used as helping verb plus subject plus V1. Main verb is always V1 after do, does, did. Okay, after do verbs. Now, do you need my help? Again, do, helping verb, you, subject, and need V1. Now come here. Do is used with plural subject, and if the subjects are I and you, here also we need V1. We use V1. Okay. Now see here. The next example. Does he play football on Sundays? So does, subject is he, singular. So does, V5. Does is the V5 form of do verbs. Now play, V1. Don't be confused. Okay. Does he play football on Sundays? The answer is yes, he plays. Yes, he plays. Here we don't have, if we answer this, yes, he plays. Why we don't use V1 play here? Because we don't have do verbs here, and the sentence is in simple present tense. So subject is singular, so we use V5. Understood? So I hope you have understood the kinds of actions that are expressed in simple present tense. In our next video on the same chapter, we will understand simple past and simple future. Okay students, thank you so much for attending my class today.